Well, the latest jobless numbers are out. The U.S. economy lost a net 140,000 jobs in December, the first month since April that total payrolls declined, according to the Labor Department on Friday. But a new report from the National Women's Law Center shows that it's women who are seeing the most severe drop in employment. And here to explain the numbers is Jane Oates, president of Working Nation. She was also a senior policy advisor for Senator Ted Kennedy. Jane, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Well, so one headline surrounding American unemployment says women account for 100% of the jobs lost in the U.S. in the last month. Obviously, we know men lost jobs as well in December. So can you explain in layman's terms how that headline makes sense?
So the net loss was 140,000, but really women lost 156,000 jobs and men gained 16,000. So that's where you get the number. But women have just been crushed in this pandemic recession. They've been the areas where they work mostly in leisure and hospitality and restaurants and things like that have just been demolished. So we've seen women lose over the course of the pandemic, over 1 million more jobs than men.
Now, Jane, are you surprised that the pandemic is having such a devastating impact on U.S. working women?
Well, it shouldn't be a surprise when we see what sectors have been so heavily impacted. The issue that we should pay attention to, though, is as we're recovering, and obviously 2021 is going to be a year of recovery, we all hope, but we have to have targeted projects to make sure these women get back to work, particularly women of color and young women. They've been just hit so hard. They're double-digit unemployment right now. And over a third of them are really long-term unemployed, which is very upsetting because when you've been unemployed long-term, that's 27 weeks, 6 months. It's really hard to get back into the job market.
Well, that kind of takes me into the next topic I wanted to touch on, the overarching implications, the long-term impact of those job losses. You say it's very hard to get back into the market. So what does this really mean for all of the women, the thousands of women, hundreds of thousands of women losing their jobs?
First of all, they need to hear this message loud and clear. We need you. This country needs you in the workforce. We need your talent. We need your enthusiasm. We need your skill. So whatever you have to do to get back, whether it's going to a retraining program or going somewhere to just figure out where your skills that you had in your previous job are transferable, where you could go to a one-stop, a public workforce system, or a nonprofit and get some guidance.
All right, Jane, I'd like you to go a little bit more in depth. Can you talk to us more about those racial disparities when it comes to the pandemic's impact on the job force? Because they really do exist.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, women of color have just lost their jobs, and these jobs are probably permanently gone. Jobs in hospitality, restaurants, jobs in retail, large box stores, like I use Lord & Taylor as an example, names that people recognize, at least on the East Coast and in the Midwest. Those jobs, women could make a profession there, not just hourly wages, but really get a career as a manager or backroom functions. Those jobs are gone for good. Those stores are not coming back. And we need to always be looking at what are the new jobs, where are there going to be in-demand jobs, and how do we get women the gap filler skills so that they can be qualified for them. And by the way, I hate to make this is not a gender war. We want to get everybody back to work. But the reality is that women are going to have terrific difficulty in figuring out where to go and what skills they need to qualify for these jobs that will be in demand as we recover.
And you're absolutely right. We definitely don't want to make it a gender war because we do want to get everybody back to work. So let's talk some solutions. How do we as an American society go about correcting just some of these disparities, some of these issues?
Well, we actually need to be targeted. I hope that as we figure out what our next steps are in getting people back to work, we are doing things very specifically for the populations that have been most severely impacted. Those that couldn't work remotely. Many of us are so fortunate. We've been able to be inconvenienced and, of course, worry about the loss of life and sickness. I don't want to ever minimize that. But professionally, we have just been inconvenienced. We haven't lost money. We haven't haven't lost time. So many of our sisters and brothers have. So we need to make sure that as we're recovering, we're targeting those solutions to those people. As I said, particularly people of color, all men and women of color, and young men and women. But let's not forget women specifically, because as I said, the jobs that they held last February are not coming back in way too many cases. And we need to get them the appropriate training, whether it's digital training so that they can deal with a digital economy, whether it's technology, whether it's healthcare, any of the fields that we know are still in demand right now and will continue to be in the months ahead.
Well, Jane, you made such a good point. For many of us, it's been an inconvenience, but for so many others, it has really been life-altering. Jane Oates, president of Working Nation, we thank you so much for your time tonight.
Oh, thank you.